Well, it's finally here, my new book, The Liberal Media Industrial Complex. Order yours in paperback on Amazon.com or click the link in the description below or download the ebook onto your tablet from any of the major ebook stores. And if my book were a YouTube video, it not only would be demonetized, it would be taken down because, as you know, you're not allowed to have certain opinions or mention certain facts or even use a certain tone of voice when talking about certain issues these days. Thankfully, banning books is still largely frowned upon, although this year Amazon.com did ban several books from several authors whose names you probably have heard, and which I detail in my book until they ban it. For years, I've meticulously documented the censorship of conservatives on social media, the manipulation of the algorithms, the unfair enforcement of their terms of service, and while I touch on a lot of this on my YouTube channel, it is 1,000 times worse than you could possibly imagine. And the liberal media industrial complex encompasses so much more. Since the 2016 presidential election, the entire news industry in the United States has completely disintegrated, with most outlets throwing away any remaining integrity that they may have had with the goal of undermining the Trump administration and overthrowing this republic in a socialist revolution. They've waged a war on President Trump, on his supporters, on traditional family values, on Christianity, and on everything that is normal. To further their agenda, they're also creating a spiral of silence because by not reporting on certain issues and censoring those who do, not only are they preventing people from hearing about them, but it also causes people who want to speak out about them to be more reluctant because they feel like nobody else is speaking about them. Not a lot of people know this, but I actually went to college to study media and have a bachelor's degree in communication from California State University. But after I graduated, instead of getting a job at a major network or a newspaper, I kept my current job that I was working for the last few years in college and started writing books and later started the YouTube channel, and then in 2011 quit my day job to do this full time. If you haven't read any of my books before, you're going to be pretty surprised at how serious I take writing, and I'll give you a little glimpse at what goes into my writing process. What I do is I put together an outline over the course of several years by regularly writing notes and saving quotes and articles and organizing them into chapters and subsections, etc. And then I really get to writing and filling it in and print it out and go through it with a pen, and then that's when the real work begins. And then I enter in those changes into the text file, and then I print it again and go through it with a pen and enter those changes in and do a whole bunch of different rewrites and polish it up until it's finally ready to send off to the editor to be proofread. This thing has over 330 pages and there's over 900 footnotes. So if there's any question as to anything that's said in the book, you can verify it for yourself. And I hope you get it for 3 reasons. First, even if you're a huge news junkie, I guarantee there's a ton of information that you've missed that you need to know, and it's all here and well documented. Second, even if you have a pretty good grasp of what's going on, your friends, family, and coworkers probably don't. And Christmas is coming up and it'd make a perfect gift. And third, if you order it from Amazon.com right now, we could push this to the top of the bestseller list and send a message to the mainstream media. Not to mention have a good time watching them freak out if we do. We've done this for the last 2 years in a row with my last 2 books, which have made it to number 15 on the bestseller list. But if you go and order the Liberal Media Industrial Complex right now, we could push it even higher, maybe even make it number 1. So I appreciate your support, guys, and I know you're going to love it. It's everything that I want to say on YouTube, but I can't because it would cause problems for obvious reasons. But it is in the book, 100% uncensored, no holds barred, and I'm looking forward to getting your feedback and seeing what you think.